Relaciones tóxicas, chicos. La pregunta es, ¿habéis estado alguno de vosotros en relaciones tóxicas? Vamos a empezar contigo, Marie. ¿Tú alguna vez has vivido, eres joven, eres muy joven, pero alguna vez has vivido en una relación tóxica?
There is a lot of unpack here.
Okay. Let's bring it out. Let's set up the table here.
I think, so first relationship, I know nothing. First guy who's ever interested to me, I'm kind of like, oh, nice, someone's interested to me. Like, someone's into me, woo. So I kind of fucked it up. Because I think,
okay.
No, we were both toxic for each other, I think. As much him as me.
17. You were 17.
17.
Yeah.
We were 17, yeah. And I think we both did things that we shouldn't have, and we both did things that were not right. And I think maybe with time that could have been fixed or something, because I don't think we're like toxic people in our behavior of everyday life. I think we're like more regular people.
You were experimenting with each other, no?
Yeah, I think that was
experimentando el uno con el otro, ¿no?
I think that was the thing, and I felt like that relationship was it was a freaking mess. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of like invalidating one feelings, like as in like, oh, you're being dramatic and stuff like that. There was like it was like I broke up with him twice.
Okay. Oh, wait. So you broke up twice, no, with him, no?
Yeah, and then I went all the way to Mexico to go see him because, yeah.
He was Mexican? The guy was Mexican?
Yeah, it's a long story. We met in India. I'm French. He was Mexican. It was like part of the exchange thing. So we both came back. We both came back to our countries. And when we came back to our countries, that's when I think it started to get like kind of bad. Because like, distance do its things. So.
Claro.
And I think on my side of the world, it's harder because I get up before America. So, like, I have the time to live through a shit ton of things before he even wakes up. And
right, you get a lot of things to share with him when he gets down to talking.
And like when I wouldn't get calls or when I wouldn't get messages and stuff, I felt like really abandoned and like he didn't give a shit anymore, which he probably didn't, and that's okay because we were like not right for each other. And I think now he has a girlfriend and everybody's happy.
¿Y eso duró cuántos meses? ¿Cuánto tiempo duró eso? ¿Un año?
I'd say like a year and a half.
A year and a half. That's sort of a long relationship.
Yeah, it was. Right? But I mean, like we had
a toxic
we had 10 months of being together, and then the rest was like distant thing, except for the 2 weeks that I spent in Mexico, which were really fun. That was nice.
Claro.
Gave me an excuse to travel. So.
Y bueno, y Genia, tú no sé yo.
I have a lot to say.
Tienes mucho. What do you have to say? Do you have anything to add over there?
Well, honestly, toxic relationship is not only about relationship; it's about with your partner, with friends.
Exactly.
At work.
Good point.
You
Good
see
point.
It everywhere, every day, and it's like, I could say that it's also emotional abuse. Because toxic relationship is not only about physical. It's emotional, physical.
Yeah,
but for me, it's a bit the same meaning: emotional abuse and toxic relationship.
It is the same.
Yeah, emotional abuse is toxic.
I've been not once.
So with like work or with people, friends?
With friends and with partners. Yeah, at work, fortunately, no. Probably because I work with kids, so that's why.
They're still safe, no?
But yeah, relationship and friends. I mean, I was young at the beginning, so.
How did you get rid of those people? When it came down to doing it? I
mean, I think it's relationship, you understand it with years. You started getting mature. Unfortunately, I'm still sometimes in it somehow, but otherwise I understand it. But it's like, it's super, like when you live, for example, with this person, it really, really affects your belief system. And
100%.
It's like you can be super self-confident in yourself, but if a person next to you like always
you're always in a bubble, ¿verdad?
Yeah, and you're like
in a bubble,
and you start like to think, maybe he's right, and then it affects you. Unfortunately,
it makes you question yourself, no? It
Yeah.
makes you question yourself.
There are like something that you've never been thinking about, and then like your partner just says to you, and you're like, No, it's not true. Like, because you think that, okay, I'm self-confident, what bullshit are you saying? But then at some point it started like to like getting around in your mind, and you started to think your self-esteem goes down, and yeah. But it's unfortunately a lot of people are in it, and they don't even realize it. And
let's dig deeper into that thing that you're talking about you when you are inside. How to realize that you are in a toxic relationships, because a lot of people don't even think they only realize when they finish, when they quit that relationship. Claro. Okay, so which advice would you give to people that are right now in a toxic relationship and are starting to realize?
Well, I think first of all, you should respect your partner should respect your values. He should respect your boundaries. He should like accept you the way you are, and if he starts to change you, it's already like, no, it doesn't work like this. It's a red flag. Like,
lo del changing, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
claro.
But you know, they're like, it's super annoying because these kind of people, they're super manipulative, and they start to think like, look, I give you advice, like, don't take it like seriously, like, oh, you should be grateful, whatever. I didn't ask for your advice, you know. Let's start from here. And this kind of, you know, because they started to put pressure on you, but you feel like, sheesh, maybe I said something wrong, maybe the person really wants like good stuff for me, and like he loves me or she loves me, and it's, but then in time, or especially when you share it with someone, with friends, or I don't know, with parents, whoever, they start to open your eyes, because from another side of all of this, the person can see the picture like from different view, and say to that, look, you should be aware